It seems like there's an infinite number of unanswered questions about the Matrix movies. Why do red pills wear glasses in the Matrix? Why is Seraph's code yellow colored? Anyways, today's list of enigmas includes: was Agent Smith able to assimilate the Merovingian and the Architect? What happened to the first people who woke up from the Matrix? How did they survive? And what happened to the people who were infected by Smith after he was destroyed? Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
Before we begin today's video, we would like to proudly announce Matrix Explained memberships. Members will unlock badges and emojis for live chat and video premieres, alongside other benefits such as early access to videos and more, with other benefits being added in the near future. This directly helps us to continue to make content for all Matrix fans. So please join us and enjoy today's video. A common question that we get on this channel is about whether or not Smith assimilated the Merovingian, the Exiles, and the Architect. Well, you shouldn't worry about the Architect. He exists outside the Matrix, in a place where Smith is unable to reach. Neo needed the keymaker to open the door to a place beyond the Matrix. This place was the Architect's room, where he observes, controls, and programs the Matrix. Agent Smith was not able to infect the Architect because he resides someplace outside the simulation, where he was probably observing everything that Smith was doing from a safer distance. He could not intervene. The Architect can enter the Matrix. He did so at the end of Revolutions, but it was too risky for him to do so while Smith was out there wreaking havoc. Now, what about the Merovingian and the Exiles? Did Smith infect them? The quest for the answer begins with what the Merovingian is and what he does.
You know why we are here.
I am a trafficker of information. I know everything I can. The question is, do you know why you are here?
He is an information trafficker. It's his job to know everything that happens inside the Matrix and out. So it is almost a guarantee that at some point he learned about what Agent Smith was doing, infecting every human and program in the Matrix. So what did the Merovingian do when he got this information? Well, the same thing he did when he was the last one standing after his group of thugs were defeated by Neo. He ran.
Mark my words, boy, and mark them well. I have survived your predecessors, and I will survive you.
The Merovingian can exit the Matrix whenever he pleases, but how and where does he go? One of the exiles that works for him is called the Train Man. He is the master of an inaccessible location known as Mobil Ave. This is a place in between the Matrix and the Source. Only the Train Man can allow anyone to enter and leave the train station. Not even Neo was able to leave the station after he accidentally entered it. The powers of the One did not work in this place because it wasn't a creation of the Architect. In Mobil Ave, the Train Man has all of the power.
You don't get it. I built this place. Down here I make the rules. Down here I make the threats.
This is how the Merovingian and his people survived every Matrix reboot. They surely used Mobil Ave to hide from Smith. Just sit and wait until the danger passes. If Smith somehow found a way into Mobil Ave, he would not have any power in there and could easily be defeated by the Train Man. His ability to infect others, as well as the powers of the anomaly, won't work in that place. So Smith would have had to assimilate the Merovingian before he escapes, or the Train Man to gain access to Mobil Ave. Both options are highly unlikely. So in conclusion, Smith did not assimilate the Architect or the Merovingian, though we can't be sure about the Exiles besides the Train Man. Let's move on to our next question. What happened to the people that were infected by Smith after he was destroyed? Some fans think that they all died. Others think that they woke up from the Matrix. But the answer can already be found in one of our older videos. When an agent hacks into a human, the human loses consciousness. They fall into a deep sleep. Once the agent leaves their body, they do not remember anything. That is, of course, if the human doesn't die while being possessed. So it is highly likely that this is what happened to all those people that Smith infected. When Smith was erased, the humans woke up and could not remember how they ended up where they were. And even if they somehow remembered that they were possessed by an agent, surely the architect would have erased their memories. However, Smith's infection may have yielded a different result in programs. The Smith virus may have corrupted the codes of the programs he assimilated, leaving traces of his code inside the Matrix, similar to what happened in the Matrix Online. His essence may still remain inside the other agents, and this is how Smith could come back in the future. Now before we go, we have one more question to look into. How did the first humans wake up from the Matrix? How did it happen? How did they survive? The answer to these questions can be found in Matrix Reloaded. Remember that the city of Zion is another part of the machine's method of control. The city was created in order to group up all the humans that have escaped from the Matrix in one location to eventually destroy it. So when a person wakes up from the Matrix, their chances of survival are not that low, because it has already been predetermined that they will eventually arrive at Zion. But the humans who woke up before the cycle was established simply died.
Did you know that the first Matrix was designed to be a perfect human world, where none suffered, where everyone would be happy? It was a disaster. No one would accept the program. Entire crops were lost.
After the concept of choice was added to the simulation, and the first systemic anomaly manifested itself, the Oracle and the Architect fabricated the prophecy of the One and the city of Zion, and allowed those who escaped the Matrix to live, at least for a time. When the Oracle asks about the humans who want out of the Matrix to the Architect, he simply replies that they will be freed.
What about the others?
What others?
The ones that want out.
Obviously, they will be freed.
I have your word.
What do you think I am? Human?
Technically, the first humans who woke up from the Matrix were chosen by the first anomaly, as part of the Architect's plan of control.
The function of the One is now to return to the source, allowing a temporary dissemination of the code you carry, reinserting the Prime program. After which you will be required to select from the Matrix 23 individuals, 16 female, 7 male, to rebuild Zion.
But do you agree? Let us know what other questions you would like us to answer. For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.